What's going on, everyone? We've got a very fascinating video to go over today. This is from a YouTuber called Deception Detective. He is a lawyer who is certified in statement analysis, and he's specifically set up a YouTube channel so that he can actually analyze the statements of celebrities. But in a recent video, he decided to upload one of Nadia. So he's actually going over word for word what Nadia is saying when she is actually addressing the accusations. So we're going to be reacting to his video today. Let's get into it. So we're just gonna get into the video today. I'm currently watching this on YouTube so I can like play and pause and whatnot and give my opinion as we go through. So let's have a listen to what the Deception Detective had to say.
I will show my controller. I will do a money cam, but I'm not gonna do this forever. I don't owe this to anybody. Nobody owes anybody anything in life, and I'm doing this just so it could calm down the harassment. But I know that in doing this is not gonna.
This is obviously the intro, like the hook.
That at the end of the day, the people that want to see me fail are only there to see me fail. They don't really care if I am quote unquote cheating or not.
Hello, detectives. In today's video, I'm going to show you how Nadia admitted to cheating on Warzone and didn't even realize it. If this is your first time here, I am the Deception Detective. So
straight away from the off, he's claiming that she's already in this video admitted to cheating, but she doesn't realize it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes.
Attorney who has been trained in statement analysis, and this channel is all about teaching you how to spot liars. Without further ado, let's dig in.
Hi YouTube, in this video I really want to address the cheating allegations that are made against me. I want to first say that I have never cheated and I never will.
The first rule of statement analysis is we don't hear what isn't said. We take what the subject says at face value. And that is because people don't tell outright lies or make things up as often as you might expect. So if we just take what Nadia said at face value, we can see she wants to say that she's never cheated, but she didn't actually say she has never cheated. It's an important distinction. So
Didn't she?
Against me. I want to first say that I have never cheated.
I have never cheated. I want to first say I have never cheated.
And I never will.
And I never will.
The first rule of statement analysis is we don't hear what isn't said. We take what the subject says at face value. And that is because people don't tell outright lies or make things up as often as you might expect. So if we just take what Nadia said at face value, we can see she wants to say that she's never cheated, but she didn't actually say she has never cheated. It's an important distinction. So at this point, she failed to deny cheating. Let's keep listening because she does a lot more than that. She actually admits her guilt to us later in this same video.
Started off playing Call of Duty when I was about 8 or 9, and I played World at War. I played zombies.
So I'm a little bit confused. I'm going to pause that a sec. So she says, I want to start off by saying I have never cheated. So I'm trying to work out now. She doesn't actually sit there and say, listen, I have never cheated. She's saying, I want to start off by saying I have never cheated. So she's telling us what she wants to say, but she isn't actually saying it. I think that's what he means. But hey, listen, I am not the specialist, okay? This guy here is, so let's carry on listening. I think I've worked that out. Yeah, let's carry on.
Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and then that's when I got into multiplayer. And I actually did game battles when I was a kid. I took a break, and then I went to Fortnite when Fortnite dropped. And I never really played that much. It was only for fun. And when the pandemic hit, I actually started playing Warzone a lot, to the point where I was like, wow, I'm actually really good at this. I want to start streaming. And I was the first girl to drop the world record for like the most female kills in Verdansk. I dropped 45, and then I beat that record with 47. So I've been doing really well in this game for a long time, and no one has ever said I was cheating, especially in the competitive scene, because I used to only compete. Wagers, tourneys,
TV,
competitive
scene,
reviews,
okay.
a bunch of tourneys, and nobody ever thought I was cheating, but all of a sudden people think I'm cheating.
As I said earlier, people don't lie as much as you might expect. Most of the time, if they want to trick you, they'll just leave stuff out. For instance, they'll speed up their story to skip over parts that would make them look guilty. When Nadia says all of a sudden people think I'm cheating, she's skipping over something. She went from telling us about private tournaments where nobody thought she was cheating to present day where they do. She's skipping over what happened in between because it's sensitive to her. I suspect
I'm just going to pause that there, right, because he's actually made a really valid point there. She does skip over something very valid, something that would actually cause her to have to lie, which would be the multiple accounts which have already been uncovered by myself. It's happening a number of other creators. So there are, I think at the moment, just 5 or 6, I say just, but there are 5 or 6 accounts that are directly linked back to Nadia and her email addresses as well. So that might be what the period of time is that she doesn't want to address in this video, that he's actually saying she sort of missed out. That way she doesn't have to lie about it. Let's carry on. What's he got to say from here?
She's skipping over the first time she cheated on Warzone. But skipping over sensitive things is not the same as an admission, and that's coming up.
I've had a recent blow up with TikTok and Twitch, and I think that caused people to be skeptical of me because they're like, wow, where'd you come from? But it just randomly went to, I am cheating, and I'm here to shut down all of those allegations. I also do want to talk about the problem that is going around of me being a female in a male dominant industry. I know.
So consider this. You or I were in Nadia's shoes, what would we say? People are accusing us of cheating, and we're making a video to answer those allegations. We might say something like, I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to set the record straight. Or I'm here to prove the accusation's false. Nadia didn't phrase it any of those ways. She said, I'm here to shut down all of those allegations. And then she revealed how she plans to do that by labeling all of her attackers as sexist. Shutting accusations.
First of all, right, he's got a very good point there, right? It comes down to this. People are asking why she blew up so quick. It's not because of her gameplay. It's all down to that one video where people started calling her FaZe Kitchen. It was all down to that. Swag reacted to a video of like funny memes on TikTok, and one of them was Nadia playing some game that was like to do with washing dishes in the kitchen. Now, if she really wants to talk about misogyny and how people are sexist towards the female gender, then I mean, the reason she blew up was actually because of that. The reason people know who she was at the start was because of that video, and then people realized her gameplay wasn't natural. Okay, let's carry on watching.
Down isn't the same thing as proving them wrong. So why didn't Nadia phrase it that way? Probably because she knows she can't. This is not as good as an admission that's coming up, but it does reveal some guilty knowledge.
I know that many people in the community, many guys, Zealander, Swag, a bunch of them, get accused for cheating. But the backlash that I've received over these allegations are not nearly as brutal as what a man would.
I love that part, by the way. I'm pausing it there because she actually admits that women don't have it as hard as men. The allegations I'm getting are not nearly as brutal as what the guys would get, or something along those lines. But she's essentially saying men have got it worse. Okay, she's the one bringing the gender into this, by the way. The way I see it, all creators are creators. If one's cheating, then they're a cheater, male, female, or whatever other gender they want to be.
It is becoming a concern for not only my safety, but my family's as well. I worry about our future generation and how they will treat women that want to play video games. The harassment I've been getting is not because I am cheating, as they say.
In this sentence, Nadia admitted to cheating, and she didn't even realize it. Disregard the air quotes. To understand why, I need to introduce you to another rule of statement analysis. People always speak based on all of their knowledge, and sometimes they admit their guilt because of this. It's known as an embedded admission. Many times we can detect an embedded admission by looking at the pronouns people are using. And the best example of this is O.J. Simpson. He famously said in his book, I am grateful that even those who believe in my guilt also believe that I should have my day in court.
So if that's the case, all of these streamers who go down the trolling and joking route, as they like to call it, they're admitting to cheating too. whether it's an embedded admission, as the deception detective has claimed, or whether it's actually them just admitting it outright. I think that would be the same, yeah, surely. But hey, I'm not the expert. This guy is. Let's carry on listening.
The pronoun my is a possessive pronoun. So when Simpson said my guilt, he took ownership of the guilt without even realizing it. An innocent person like you or I would have said something like, I am grateful that even those who believe I am guilty also believe I should have my day in court. Something along those lines. Nadia made an embedded admission when she said, the harassment I've been getting is not because I am cheating, as they say. If she were actually quoting her harassers, which she's doing with the air quotes, she would have said because she is cheating, or because Nadia is cheating.
Do you know, that's actually a very fair point, yeah. I do it all the time. I would literally, like, Modern Warzone, for example, put out a tweet probably over a year ago now saying BadBoy Beaman is not good for the community. And I wouldn't say I am not good for the community. I would say BadBoy Beaman is not good for the community, like, because I personally don't believe that I've got a negative impact on the community. I believe people talking about me negatively has a negative impact on me, which makes people believe that I'm negative for the community, maybe. But Modern Warzone stating that I've always said BadBoy Beaman is not good for the community. So yeah, maybe she's just admitted to cheating. Like, that's fascinating, isn't it? But at the end of this video, I've got a big ask for the deception detective. I think you guys are already aware of what that's going to be, but I want to carry on watching this for now. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Instead, she said, because I am cheating. It's a seemingly minor slip up, and maybe that's why she did the air quotes, because she was trying to catch herself. But for me, this is all the evidence I need. At this point, we should be convinced that Nadia is in fact a cheater, because she told us in her own words. She slipped up. Let's keep listening, because there's even more evidence, right? We won't judge her just based on one or two things.
A lot of it is go wash the dishes, go make me a sandwich. It's the same old jokes that were used in like 1960s that are...
Just for the record, in 1960, they weren't jokes. Like, back then, the man actually thought the woman had to do all that type of stuff. The man would go to work in the 1960s. The woman would be staying at home, looking after the kids, doing all the dishes, the washing up rather, and making butties and making sure that food is ready when the husband got home. Like, that's just sort of how life was back then. I mean, I'm not from that era. Oh, I'm going based off like my parents, right, and my grandparents. So, I mean, yeah, don't think they were joking back then. But let's carry on.
Still being used. I'm getting posted on my Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of it. Are they saying these things because they think I'm cheating? Or are they saying these things because they don't like watching women do better than them in a male-dominant industry? I think that's really the question. Because even before these cheating allegations started...
And just notice here, the pronoun this indicates closeness, while the pronoun that indicates distance. And she says these cheating allegations. When Nadia uses the words these, she's placing the allegations close to herself through her words, probably because she knows they're true. If someone were falsely accused of cheating, they'd probably say something like those allegations to distance themselves from the allegations. Like I said before, people speak based on all of their knowledge. So
my only theory here, like people could actually learn this type of like behavior or the behaviors of somebody who's a liar, right, and determine whether or not you're lying. Surely based on the information he's putting out here, instead of saying these allegations, you would say those next time. And that would just add like a spanner in the works. And believe me when I say this, if Nadia was ever to address accusations against her again, she would be saying all the opposites of what she said in this one. And she will have watched this video probably and learned from it what to say in the next one. Like, and if she doesn't, then she's got no common sense at all. Or she really is as bad a liar as he's making out that she is.
She knows she's a cheater. That will come out in the word she chooses, whether she wants to control it or not, right? It's uncontrollable. We have milliseconds to pick the words that we use.
Okay. He's talking about like controlling what she's saying here. Now, I'm really excited to the end of this video because I've got a big ask. And I've watched somebody fighting with what they want to say within their response to accusation videos, and this person, you guys will probably be spamming the comments now telling me who it is, because you probably know, but I actually done like a 49-minute video breakdown of a streamer who had continuously lied to his own community who were watching his videos, or anybody who watched his videos on YouTube, when he tried to address the accusations against him. And I've literally broke down every single lie he told and squashed it into a 49-minute video. And when I say squashed it in, that's a long video, but I had to squash it all in because there were that many of them. And anyway, I'm not going to say too much, because the question for the deception detective comes at the end of this video. But so far, he's breaking this down very well, and it's definitely adding some more light onto how Nadia is trying to be manipulative within her response to the accusations.
So they're very revealing.
The sexism in this community never slowed down. It was always there, and it became more prominent as my following started to grow. So in this video, I did a controller camera with my controller. And I dropped 20 bombs back to back in Rebirth. I played the same way I usually play. I also want to address
20 bombs back to back in Rebirth. I played how I usually play. They don't go side by side, and there's a reason for that. She actually did in Fortune's Keep this one, to be fair, but in Fortune's Keep, she dropped 34 kills with a pistol. A couple of the kills weren't with a pistol, but the majority of the kills in that gameplay on her YouTube channel was with a pistol. A pistol that she'd picked up off the floor, by the way. So whether that was somebody else's loot or ground loot, I'm not sure, but 34 kills with a pistol. So how is a 20 bomb back to back with another 20 bomb on Rebirth Island, probably with her loadout as well, the same as how she usually plays? It's not really, is it?
The people saying that I'm looking at my other monitor. So I have 3 monitors. I have one for gaming, which is the one right in front of me, one for reading my TikTok chat and my music is all the way up top, and then the bottom monitor is for my Twitch chat and my stream labels. I read my Twitch chat a lot. I actually think as a streamer, that should be your #1 priority, is to read your chat and to engage in your chat. So I try to do that as much as possible, but
I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you want more content like this, please hit the subscribe button. I upload at least 3 times per week and only cover the most interesting people, topics, and current events. If you're already subscribed, drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like me to analyze next.
I have subscribed to his channel, and guys, as we move forward in this, I want you to know his video link is in the description below, so go and check his original video out, hit the like on his video, subscribe to his channel, and drop a comment on his video as well, and let him know what you think of his work. Let's carry on watching.
When I'm in a gunfight, I'm not looking at my chat. I'm looking at the UAV on my gaming screen on the top left of my screen, and a bunch of streamers do this. I mean, a bunch of them do. If you watch any streamer, they put their eyes on top of their left side of the screen because they're looking at the minimap. I have nothing to hide.
I want to say here as well, I know I'm not the one meant to be analysing her behaviour and stuff, but she's done something that many other streamers have done here, and that's like putting herself in a group. So it's not just her explaining herself, she's got other streamers then backing her up, maybe others who have been accused of something very similar in the past for looking up and to the left a little bit too far. So she's putting herself in that category so that it's not just her being attacked now by those accusations, it's other creators too, which would either draw in the fans of those creators or maybe get the support of those creators so they can band together and maybe address the accusations together, or, you know, sort of defend each other throughout. I'm not sure how it works or why they do it, but they always put themselves in a group with other creators or act like other creators wouldn't play with them if they were in fact cheating. Okay, let's carry on.
I will show my controller. I will do a money cam, but I'm not gonna do this forever. I don't owe this to anybody. Nobody owes anybody anything in life. And
you owe it to every single person who donated to you. You owe it to every single person who pays to subscribe, everybody who's gifted a sub in your chat, all of the people who send money or some form way of actually promoting you, or what's the word I'm looking for? Supporting you. Anyone who supports you financially, you owe it to them because they're spending their hard-earned money to actually support you. So you think you can just sit there and say, I don't need to prove it to anyone? If I've sent someone donations and then I find out they're cheating or they might be cheating, I expect answers because I've sent you my money. Just my 2 cents.
And I'm doing this just so it could calm down the harassment. But I know that in doing this, this is not gonna stop. I know that at the end of the day, the people that want to see me fail are only there to see me fail. They don't really care if I am quote unquote cheating or not.
Right, this is another embedded admission. Remember, people speak based on all of their knowledge. Because Nadia knows she's a cheater, she says, if I am cheating. An innocent person would use the conditional. They don't care whether I'm cheating or not. Better yet, they would prioritize their innocence and say, they don't care whether I'm innocent or not. At no point in this video does she say she's innocent. Right, the priority, the way she words everything is very pro accepting the fact that she's a cheater, and she's not even realizing that she's doing it.
You just don't want to see a woman succeed in the male dominant industry. And in spite of all of this hate, I do want to say that I am in utter gratefulness of what has happened to my life this past month. I mean, streaming has completely changed my life. And with this growth, a lot of negativity came about, but the most important part was the positivity, which absolutely triumphs the negativity. I mean, the positivity I've been receiving over this past month has been amazing, and I am so grateful and so appreciative and so thankful of everyone who supports me. Seriously, I love you guys and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for everyone who has been, you know, supporting me and having my back, sticking up for me, even with these cheating allegations.
Once again, Nadia refers to the cheating allegations as these allegations. Innocent people tend to use words that distance themselves from allegations, like those allegations.
Even with all the hate, even when I wasn't as big as I am now, just seriously, thank you everyone who's been there for me. This means more to me than ever. That is the number one thing. That's why I'm doing what I do. And that's why I couldn't give up about the haters. All right, guys, now let's get in.
She wouldn't be doing a whole video responding to the accusations if she didn't give a beep. I just want to say right now here as well, right? Deception detective, it must be horrible in your shoes if you understand how certain like sentences stringing together could lead to somebody being deceptive or lying, or I don't know, like, I mean, how do you live your everyday life? Like, if somebody says these instead of those, you're thinking, they might be lying and it's close to them. You know, either way, I do appreciate the work you've put in here. I think that it's great that you've actually sat down and analysed something here. And I've got another big ask, right? I've done a video about, I don't know how long ago it was now. I'm sure I'll show on the video once it's edited in. It's called He Lied to You. It's about Zelena. Zelena is a Canadian streamer on Facebook Gaming. He blew up about a year ago. He's currently signed with Optic Gaming, and I done a couple of videos on him about maybe a year and a half ago. My first one was, and then a couple after that. He tried to debunk them, but what he did, he used what happened in the rendering issue from my end, and actually ended up claiming that I had snipped frames out of the video and uploaded it to make it look more sus. Like, the terminologies he uses throughout is definitely something I would like to hear you go over and break down the way you have done with Nadia here. But also in the video I put out called He Lied to You, it's about 49 minutes long. If you have got the time in your day, I would love to see you go through that, because it's full of bullshittery from Zelena, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Honest opinions, obviously. So I'll link the video that I'm talking about in the description below as well for anyone who wants to go and watch that. And Deception Detective, thank you very much for this video, and thank you for letting me react to it today. So that is definitely something that I've never felt like I would be reacting to, but it happened anyway. We sat here, Deception Detective sat down, broke down Nadia's response videos to the accusations, and pretty much pulled out of it there was a couple of admissions within there, as well as a couple of telltale signs that she holds those lies close to her, or the cheating close to her. I found it very fascinating, but of course I don't understand what he's doing, so I've never trained in that, I've never been taught that, so I don't know whether it's 100%, but either way, when it comes to statement analysis, I don't really have that much knowledge of it. So listening to him, it sounds great, it looks great, and he makes it sound very professional throughout. He claims in the description of the video that he's certified in statement analysis as well as being a lawyer. So whether that be true or not, I'm unsure. Either way, guys, I feel like a lot of his other videos are great. It's not just that one. So if you want to go and check his channel out, it is linked in the description below, as we mentioned earlier in the video. Thank you very much, Deception Detective, for letting me react today. And guys, I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not he responds by reacting to the He's Lying to You video of Zelena. It'd be great to see somebody in his shoes with his capabilities analyze Z-Laner's bullshit. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up, give the video a share as well. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications, that way you won't miss any future videos. And if you enjoyed this one, guys, you will definitely enjoy this one here. Go and check it out. Thank you.